Imagine waking up to find prices have jumped by 20%. Your coffee, fuel, and rent all cost more than before. Now picture prices dropping every month with bigger discounts everywhere, but businesses close and jobs disappear despite the lower costs. These opposite situations are called inflation and deflation. They are powerful forces shaping the economy and your daily life. Inflation means rising prices, while deflation means falling prices. Both affect your salary, savings, and what you can buy. Governments and central banks work hard to control these forces. Their actions impact businesses, people, and the global economy. By understanding inflation and deflation, you can make smarter financial choices. Let's start by exploring what inflation really means. Imagine you have $100 today. Last year, that same $100 could buy more groceries and fuel than it can now. Today, prices have risen to $120 for the same items. This means your $100 doesn't stretch as far anymore. This is called inflation, the steady rise in prices over time. As prices climb, your money's purchasing power drops. Purchasing power means how much you can buy with your money. When inflation grows, each dollar buys less than before. A low, steady inflation rate around 2% is healthy for the economy. It encourages spending and investment, helping businesses and jobs grow. But if inflation rises too fast, prices outpace wages and savings lose value. Simply put, inflation means prices go up, but your money's worth goes down. Inflation happens when prices rise over time, but why does this occur? It's usually due to changes in supply, demand, and money flow. One common cause is high demand. When many people want a product but there isn't enough supply, prices go up. Another cause is rising production costs. If materials or energy get more expensive, companies raise prices to cover costs. An increase in money supply also fuels inflation. More money in the economy means people spend more, pushing prices higher. Unexpected events like wars or disasters can disrupt supply chains. This reduces goods available while demand stays strong, causing prices to rise. In short, inflation happens when demand outpaces supply or costs increase. Next, we'll see how these rising prices impact your daily life. Inflation impacts your daily life in many ways, often without you noticing. Rising prices mean you need more money to keep your lifestyle the same. If your salary grows slower than inflation, your purchasing power shrinks. You might earn more on paper but afford less in reality. Savings lose value when interest rates are lower than inflation. Your money buys less over time, even if it grows slowly. Businesses face higher costs and may raise prices or cut jobs. Some manage to pass costs to customers, while others struggle. Moderate inflation can encourage spending and investment, boosting the economy. It helps create jobs and supports growth. But high or prolonged inflation causes uncertainty and financial strain. It makes planning for the future much harder for everyone. Let's explore deflation, the opposite of inflation. Imagine waiting to buy a laptop, hoping its price will drop. After a month, the price falls from $1,000 to $950, so you wait again. Millions think the same way, slowing purchases everywhere. Deflation means prices generally fall and money's value rises. This sounds good at first, since you can buy more with less. But deflation often signals trouble when people and businesses stop spending. Lower sales force companies to cut production and lay off workers. With rising unemployment, incomes drop and demand falls further. This cycle can slow the entire economy down dangerously. Inflation means prices rise and money buys less. Deflation means prices fall, but economic activity slows, causing concern. Deflation seems good as prices fall and money buys more, but it can hurt the economy badly. People delay buying, waiting for lower prices. Sales drop and businesses suffer. Companies cut production or lay off workers. Unemployment rises and spending falls. Debt becomes harder to repay as incomes shrink. This stresses people and businesses. Long deflation can stall growth, like in Japan. Weak spending keeps the economy stuck. Economists prefer low inflation for steady growth. Let's compare inflation and deflation. Now, inflation and deflation are two sides of the economic coin. Both affect how money works in our daily lives. Think of the economy like a car that needs the right speed to run well. Inflation pushes prices up, while deflation pulls them down. When inflation rises, prices increase and money buys less than before. This can raise wages but also squeeze people's budgets if prices grow too fast. Deflation means prices fall and money gains value, but people may delay buying, hoping prices drop more, which slows the economy. Inflation encourages spending now, while deflation encourages waiting. Both extremes can harm growth and jobs. Governments aim for steady, low inflation to keep the economy balanced. Next, we'll see how they manage these forces. When inflation rises too fast or deflation slows the economy, governments and central banks act to restore balance. Their goal is to keep prices stable and businesses grow. One key tool they use is adjusting interest rates. Raising rates makes borrowing more expensive, which slows spending and cools inflation. Lowering interest rates has the opposite effect. It encourages borrowing, spending, and investment to boost a slow economy. Governments also use fiscal policy by changing taxes and public spending. Investing in infrastructure or cutting taxes puts money in people's hands and sparks growth. These actions create jobs and increase demand, helping the economy recover. But policymakers must be careful to avoid causing new problems. Understanding how inflation and deflation are managed helps you protect your finances. Next, we'll explore what these changes mean for your money. Inflation and deflation affect your money in different ways. Understanding them helps you protect your financial future. Inflation reduces your money's buying power over time. Experts suggest avoiding holding too much cash and investing in assets that grow. Diversified stocks and index funds often outpace inflation long-term, but remember, all investments carry some risk. Budgeting is key during inflation. Track expenses, cut unnecessary costs, and boost your income to manage rising prices. Deflation can increase cash value temporarily, but economic slowdowns may reduce jobs and profits. Keep an emergency fund, avoid debt, and diversify income sources. Good financial habits work in any economy. Spend worse than you earn, save regularly, invest wisely, and keep learning. Build habits that help you adapt to change. Today, we explored inflation and deflation and how they affect the economy. Inflation means prices rise over time, reducing the value of your money. Low, steady inflation rates encourages spending and growth, but too much inflation makes life more expensive and hurts living standards. Deflation is the opposite. Prices fall, which might seem good at first. However, it can slow the economy as people delay purchases and businesses earn less. Neither high inflation nor deflation is healthy for an economy. Most countries aim to keep inflation low and stable to support jobs and growth. For you, building strong financial habits is key. Budget wisely, save regularly, invest long-term, avoid debt, and keep learning about money. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to stay updated. Next time, we'll dive into another important finance topic to boost your knowledge.